What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I'm an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Cancers. What's up, Cancer? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do your general reading. I'm going to pull 2 oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin. Cancers. Cancers. All right. First card you have is Lovers, number 15, with luck is on your side in reverse, new moon in Sagittarius. All right. Well, I don't like this. Let me pull some cards before I talk. What is Lovers and luck is on your side in reverse? Some of you guys should watch your moon placement if you know it. What is Lovers and luck is on your side in reverse? The Page of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Cancer. Let me tell you something. The 6 of Pentacles. I had to make sure because I thought it was the Lovers, but it's not the Lovers. All right. So, you're not gonna like this, but hey, you know. Okay. Let's just remember. Okay. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. I feel like it's kind of like you allow somebody to come back into your life. You brought somebody back into your life. You're like, yeah, you can come in, whatever. The Page of Swords in reverse, and this person started spying and stalking and talking and gossiping about your lover, like a little bozo. Because you know what, they're really mad that you have the love of your life. You know what, they're really mad. Let me tell you something. Let me say, you guys be all cuddly. Yeah, you be all kissing. Yeah, this person hasn't gotten touched by their person in months. And they're looking at you and your person, and they're like, like Cancers and their person, like, oh my gosh, like they're just like always over each other. Like, it's like, can you get a room? Like, you mad? Ain't nobody hitting that? You mad? Aww. If it's not about, sexual stuff or, kissy goopy gaga, right? It's a 6 of Pentacles, right? The Lovers doesn't have to be a person. The Lovers could be a something that you are in, a passion that you have, okay? And it loves you like you love it, and it's amazing. I feel like they're mad because it's fair and generous to you. Duh, you're on your path. This is your person. Your person is fair and generous to you. Duh, this is your person. And this person is dealing with or has dealt with or doesn't have what you have. Or they're dealing with the complete opposite. I don't care if they're married with freaking 3 kids. I don't care. They're miserable. You understand? With the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like this is what, luck is not on your side. This person cannot be in here. Sorry. They're sorry. Okay? And that's just what it is. And I feel like you don't want to hear that, Cancers, but I'm not going to sit here and canoodle you. It's not the time for that. There's a time and place for everything. It's not the time. Y'all love, and I know y'all the mother energy. And for y'all males, it's an energy. I'm not saying you're a female. I'm just saying you have that feminine. All Cancers just want to nurture. It's natural. You're born with it. It's not Maybelline. You understand? You can't help that you want to nurture and protect stuff. That's who you are. But you have to learn what to nurture and protect. You have to learn what to mother. Not everyone deserves to be mothered, because if they don't, come on now. What's the 5 of Pentacles here in reverse? You have the Knight of Cups. All right. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your intentions were good. I'm not saying that they weren't. It's them, Cancers. They're the problem, not you. Like, what do you want me to tell you here? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the Page of Cups in reverse. You're not listening to your intuition. Like, What's the Eight of Cups in reverse? You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Could be somebody in your family, but this person is miserable. Like, yeah, it's like you were like, yeah, but I let them come back because they let go of that grudge. Yeah, but they're still miserable. Someone who is not happy, misery loves company. Someone who is not happy within themselves is not going to want to see somebody else happy and all googie gaga and getting good stuff. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. It's impossible. It's impossible. Okay? Someone is miserable in their life. They hate their life. They hate their life the way their life has turned out. They hate the way that their life is. You would know that. You know they're miserable. You're a Cancer. You know someone's not mothering themselves well. You know that someone is not being a good parent to themselves. Because we all have to be a good parent to ourselves, right? We have to listen to, hey, no, don't do that. Hey, yes, do that. This could be your parent. You have the Queen of Cups. I mean, you could do it better than them 10 times over. If this is a parent, you're a better parent than they will ever be. Or you're going to be a better parent. If you are better. Because you learn. That you heal. They don't. And when you don't heal pain, that just drags on. Think about you taking a dump in the middle of your room. You just taking a dump right there. What happens if you just leave it there and don't clean it up? That's exactly what happens with pain. When we don't clean it up, it gets harder and stuff comes and then bugs come and then it gets harder to come off. Somebody here is so bruised. Man, whatever, Cancers. What's the Page of Pentacles? You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I mean, no, you should not open your heart to this person. No. And I feel like luck is not on your side with them. And if you allow this person to stay in your life, they're going to mess up your lover's energy, period. Because everything is energy. I don't care if it's your freaking mother. I don't care. She's going to have to find somewhere else to stay. She will. This is not a situation where you're kicking her out to the street. She just can't stay with you. Or she just can't, whatever is going on. This is not your responsibility. But I feel like you're going to feel a certain type of way because you let her stay. But now that you're letting her stay, you're realizing, man, all you do is gossip and freaking stalk us and spy on us. Right? I'm hearing somebody like, you're saying like footsteps underneath the door. And you're like, are you really just standing there trying to hear us? Wow. People's psychoticness is coming out. Like, why is she doing that? Why can't she mind her own business? Because she's miserable. And she want to hear what y'all talking about so she can go and gossip to everybody else. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? She didn't know that you were doing as well as you were doing. She didn't know that you and this lover were as good as you were because she didn't get to see it 24/7. But now that she she thought it was a front. She thought, oh man, they don't really love each other. And now that she lived there, she's like, oh shit, damn, Cancers, your person makes you breakfast every morning? Like every morning, doesn't even miss one? Wow, your person brings you coffee whenever you want it? Wow, they make your favorite. Wow, wow. And they're like, my husband doesn't do that, or my wife doesn't do that, or when I was married, like, shut up. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? Yeah, of course it didn't happen because look at who you are. The Ten of Swords in reverse. They're not going to betray you or backstab you. They're not going to, they're not going to do anything. But what they're going to do is they're going to cause issues. This is like, are they going to steal from me? No. Are they going to like freaking invite freaking Kanisha over and freaking have a party at my house while I'm freaking at work? No. But what they are going to do is freaking gossip about you and talk about you and cause issues in your lover's energy. And that you're not going to have that. Everybody's kind of getting the same energy. You're not going to have that. The Three of Swords in reverse. You're not. You're not. Because the difference is that the lovers, it doesn't even matter. And I like that. Good, Cancy. You're growing. You're growing. Because I remember a few months ago, I mentioned something about your family, and you're about to chew my ass out. And now over here, you're like, no, they're she going back to where she came from. I don't give a fuck. Very good. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I feel like you're not going to allow this. I feel like once they do the last straw, because they are, you're gonna be like, all right, Susan, it was nice having you here, but I can't have you any here. You're messing up my feng shui. And Three of Swords in reverse. You've done enough healing. It's kind of like I said, whatever this lovers is hasn't hurt you. The lovers has never lied to you. The lovers has never hurt you or betrayed you or backstabbed you at all. This person, though, many times. Many times. And that's why you're like, Mom, I will choose Sebastian over you every lifetime because Sebastian has not lied to me one time. And I've known Sebastian for 20 years. I've known you for 40, and ever since I could remember, you've been lying to me, mother. So why in the world would I choose you over someone who has helped me heal from you? Did you know that, mother? Oh, I guess you didn't know that. The lovers has helped me heal from the crap that you put me through. Let them have it. Let them know. Like I told Virgo, everybody got to know the truth. Because everybody walking around like they dumb. Nah. Let them know, Cancies. Yeah, the reason why is because let them know the truth. Tell them. If that's how it really happened, let them know. Okay? Because the lovers only shows up when you're ready for it. I'm just saying. When you have done the work, when you're healing. So, anyways, next card you have is marriage. Number 3. With bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Because what did I say? Bye, Mom. Go hurt somebody else, man. Anyways, some of you guys are about to get married or committed to someone, okay? This could be an Aquarius, doesn't have to be though. I feel the universe wants you to bring love into the situation, okay? They want you to give it all you got, okay? They really want you to like cherish this person, love this person, okay? All I need is one shot. I don't know what that means. What is marriage and bring love to the situation? The 2 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Moon. That's you. With the 4 of Swords in reverse. Cancer energy here. Oh, you have a surprise for someone. This could be if it's reverse the message. Okay, I might be ruining it. Whatever. Okay, that's not my intention. So I apologize if I did ruin it for you, but I gotta tell you how it is. Okay. This could be your person that has a surprise for you. Whatever. And you could be picking it up. Whatever. Hopefully I don't reveal too much. Anyways, but I gotta take it how I get it. I feel like you have a surprise for this person, okay? I feel like you're hiding something from this person. I feel like it's a good thing, okay? 6 of Swords in reverse and the 4 of Cups. I feel like what you don't see is that you're gonna be stopped in your tracks. All right. The 2 of Swords in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. Still do it. Whatever this is, still do it. This is just a heads up. There's something that you don't see, okay? You're gonna hit a snag. But still do it, okay? It's not a problem. I just feel this is your heads up. Still do this. This could be like you're proposing to somebody. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Damn, if you're getting proposed to, I'm sorry. I remember I channeled something like this, I think a year and a half ago. This is the second time me channeling something like this. So, like I said, if this was like a surprise, whatever, I'm so sorry, guys. Just stop watching right now. If you think it's a possibility, just stop watching right now and then come back. Like don't ruin it for yourself, all right? Anyways, let's see. What's the 6 of Swords here in reverse? What's the 6 of Swords here in reverse? You have the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? You're going to be rejected or whatever. The 9 of Swords in reverse, but there is not a problem, Cancies. What's the 4 of Cups? It's not like they're gonna reject your offer. No. Don't know. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. What's the 4 of Cups? Hold on. Don't relax. Okay. What's the 4 of Cups? I feel like you're freaking bugging already. Just relax. The Sun card in reverse. You're gonna have to change the day that you do something. You're gonna have to push something back, but you're not gonna like that or whatever because it's like you took off this week and then like something's gonna happen where they're like, oh, we can't do it this week or whatever. We can do it the next week, and you're like, it could be the venue, and like you need the place. You're like, I have everything, I just need the place. Like, what the frick? Okay, Cansies, let's see if there's a solution. Let's just relax. Okay, because they still want you to do this. The Knight of Cups in reverse. You're not gonna be able to keep your promise. Oh no. What's the Two of Swords in reverse? The Eight of Wands. Okay, but there's an okay. Listen, you're not gonna like it. But listen, hold on, let me put another card. What's the Three of Swords in reverse? You have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I mean, what's the Moon? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. You're still not gonna like it, whatever. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Cancer. Well, you have two options here. And just take and just. You're gonna have to accept either or, okay? Obviously make this fit as your situation, but I gotta take it how I get it. The venue is not gonna have the day that you want. Okay? They're not gonna have it. But you can choose another, I know. Whatever. Life happens sometimes. Okay? This is just to show you how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to marry this person? That's why a lot of people probably get cold feet because shit be going left right before they get married. That's the universe testing people. You really want to do this? You really want to marry this person? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? Anyways, so yes, the venue is not going to have the week or the day that you want. But you could choose another venue. But the problem is that with that venue, you're not going to like it because you're like, okay, the venue is kind of like, maybe you're going to have like letters or something. And the venue that you're going to find, another one that is available, is smaller or is not going to have enough space for what you have. Okay. But with the Four of Pentacles, that other venue you're going to be saving money. The other venue is going to be cheaper, but with the Nine of Cups in reverse, you're not going to care. You're like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like Cancer, I know this sucks. Like I'm trying to, but how about you do this, right? How about you, the venue, like choose another venue, okay? Because that's where it's good. Choose another venue, and it's going to be a lot cheaper, like half the price of where you were originally going to go. So do what you can, right? And then like make it like a two proposal part process. The first part is this, and then the second part is this, right? Use the money left over to do something else. You still need to do this. I feel like you don't want to hear that, but the Hermit, yeah, the Star, there's hope. You're just gonna have to be okay with what the circumstances. And this could also be showing you can't see. I mean, you should know that, but maybe you have other placements in your chart that make you like really care about the luxury or make you really care about how something looks or whatever. And this is showing you is nothing about that. It's about how it feels. It's about what you say. You could be in the middle of the freaking desert with just you and them. But if you're bringing love into the situation, if you're pouring out your heart, Cansies, like you can, man, that freaking desert is gonna feel like you're in freaking Dubai. Okay, it's all about. That's why the universe is like bring love into the situation. If you just put love into it, you will figure it out. Oh, this is a small thing, but I can buy some lights. Yeah, I have a projector that I can. Yeah. Or maybe you're going to have to switch it around. Maybe you're going to have to do the proposal at night and something in the morning or whatever. I don't know. Whatever this is, Kansas, I just feel like you're going to be mad because you set up your whole plan, right? Maybe you bought all the letters and stuff, right? Maybe you bought all the letters and stuff, and you know, whatever. Now you're just like, I have to start the whole plan and start. Yes. So what? This is the universe testing you. How bad do you want it? Period. I don't know how else to say that. But I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna do it. It's just, man, you're gonna be like mad. Like, like I'm seeing somebody walking to the jeweler, like opening the door. Like you're supposed to be happy, and people are gonna be like, "You sure you want to get married?" People are gonna be like, "Oh, what's this for?" I'm about to get married today, or I'm about to propose. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna propose?" Yeah. Cancer, calm down. Okay, you need to calm down because it's not that bad. You're married. You're choosing. You chose a good person. It could be worse. You could be one of the people that are married to a freaking butthole and stuck in a freaking loveless marriage. You could be one of those. There's a lot of those out here. There's a lot of those. They're walking everywhere. It's crazy. They're walking around with all the confidence in the world. Man, I can't wait till freaking everybody gets their freaking. Anyways, you know, be grateful that you found a real one. Okay. Next card you have is Child, number 18. Okay, it could be an Aries. Doesn't have to be, though. You have Believe in the Impossible in reverse, Blue Moon. All right. So I feel like you guys could be having a child. You could be going towards a new beginning in some way. All right. Um, we would say the child message last, okay? But I'm gonna take this as a new beginning for right now. All right. So you're having a new beginning here, and I feel like you need to believe in the impossible. I feel like you're just like, there's no way. Yes. Maybe you're worried about something, or what is Child and Believe in the Impossible in reverse? You have the Chariot. You're protected. Your child is protected. You're protected. You need to know that. The High Priestess in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So the Two of Cups. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. I feel like you're not listening to your intuition. Okay, Pisces, Cancer. I feel like you need to start something new. Okay, with the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like I gotta tell you what I get. I feel like you're spying on someone, or you're stalking someone, or you're gossiping about someone, and you need to stop doing that. Okay. I feel like you're trying to distract yourself. Okay, Cancer, what the freak is going on? I feel like you're not listening to your intuition. You're supposed to be starting something new. The universe is protecting you to move forward. But it's like you're just like, no, hold on. I have to see what Kanisha's doing. Who else had that energy? Virgo. But you're kind of giving me like avoidance. Okay. The Two of Cups is here. I feel like everything is gonna be fine. It's kind of like you have to start a new beginning, and you have to like leave the house with like, I don't know, Kanisha or whatever, and you're like, I don't trust Kanisha, so I'm gonna put cameras all up in this shit so I could watch her. That's gonna work against you. Kanisha gonna find out, and then gonna leave your ass. I mean, gonna leave the house in the middle of you being in freaking the Bahamas. Some of y'all need to believe in the impossible, and you need to trust that the universe is guiding you to go towards this new beginning, because you're supposed to go there, and not that something negative is going to happen. You could be going on a trip or whatever. Cancer, don't make something worse for you, man. You want to be in freaking the Bahamas freaking stressing? Like, this person's going to realize that you have cameras, unplug the freaking cameras, and then leave you high and dry for a whole week. You're not even going to know where the freak you're at, what's going on over there. You're in the freaking Bahamas. You're going to be more stressed. Do not set yourself up for failure. If it's reverse, reverse the messages. What is the Chariot? You're protected. You don't need to do any of that you're doing. Go ahead. What's the Chariot? You have the Page of Wands. This is going to be your confirmation. Start something new and know that you have the universe behind you protecting you. Nothing is going to happen. The Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Your money and stability is going to be okay. What is the high priestess in reverse? Do not create something negative to happen because you will regret it. You have the King of Pentacles, el revés. Like I said, a lot of you guys are going to do it, and then you're going to have to take a sacrifice. They're going to either unplug, or they're going to be angry and mad and freaking burn all your shit. They're going to do something. And you're going to have to take a loss because you didn't listen to your intuition. What did I say? The Emperor. Aries energy here. You need to be a leader in your life. A good leader takes charge and does not worry about, oh, who's gonna. And if you're so worried about somebody doing you wrong, what are you doing? What's the Page of Swords in reverse? If it's reverse the messages. You have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, something is not going to work out for you. This spying, this stalking, this gossiping is not going to work out for you. Okay, people are going to find out what you're doing, and they're going to give it right back to you. Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, because they believe that anything is possible. You don't. They do. So they know, oh, okay, you're doing this. Well, I'm going to freaking take this out, and I'm going to take that out. And I know I'm being protected by the universe because I'm not the one who's doing illegal shit. I was actually here helping you out. Look, babysitting your house. Doing you a favor. And this is how you're going to treat me? Man, this is abuse. Man, I'm going to burn all these cameras. And then you're going to have to buy new ones or whatever. Or you're going to have to you just wasted all that money for no reason. Like, something is going to be a waste of time. I'm seeing a trash can. Yeah, something's going to be a waste of time. What is the Ace of Wands here? All because you weren't patient. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you were going to go right back to something, and it was going to be exactly how you left it. Nothing was going to happen. Not anymore. The Hierophant. You're going to learn a lesson. Some of you guys are going to have to learn the hard way. That a good leader, you need to be confident. And if you're not confident, that says a lot about you, right? Because anybody who has to spy and stalk anybody else or gossip about anybody else is not content and know that they're doing something wrong within themselves. And you're going to learn that being a good person, doing the right things matter. So that way you can leave your freaking house for 2 months and not think about, oh, I remember I freaking spilled freaking coffee on Kanisha's doorstep on purpose last day. What if she comes and decides to do me wrong while that's what that type of process is that some of you guys have. And that's a problem. And this is going to teach you need to be good because it doesn't matter. You're like, okay, I'm just going to do whatever and then just put cameras. Then what are you going to do when the cameras mess up? That's going to teach you have to be a good person. You have to have morals. You have to have values that you stand on. Because if you don't, people are going to end up doing you the same way you do them. Them tables always turn, sweetheart. Not when you want them to, when they need to. What's the Moon? The King of Wands, okay? I feel like you're looking real good, smelling real good right now. I don't feel like you feel like it, but I'm telling you, you are. You're looking good and smelling good, okay? And you're not showing it. You're not acting like it, but you look it, but you're not acting like it. So I'm going to need you to get it together, okay? Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't care about you being in your feelings. I don't care. Get it together. Now, this is about a child, okay? You need to yes, okay? The child it always gives me somebody under 18, okay? This is not somebody who can take care of themselves. This is like a baby, maybe a toddler, whatever, okay? Now, I do feel like, you need to, they're in some type of establishment, okay? It could be school, could be work, whatever, I don't know. You need to get them out of there, period. You need to move, period. You've gotten this message before. I feel like, they are bullying your child. They're not being nice to your child. Your child you could be very, wealthy in some way, or you just got it together, right? And I'm seeing I love the little baby shoes, bro. They're so cute. I'm seeing Nike shoes, right? And it's maybe your kid is fresh to death and people at school are not. right? Maybe your kid is so adorable and people at school are just, you know, so I feel like your kid is dealing with like, you can't play in the sandbox because of the things that they have or how they look. Um I do feel like, some of you guys have tried to say something to the school and, you've like mentioned certain things and they're all going to be a fake, a fraud, a phony. And they're going to be like, kids are going to be kids. Okay. So you cannot trust that. I feel like if you're thinking about moving your kid to a different school, absolutely. If you're thinking about you just moving, getting up and moving in general, you should do that too. It could be like, the neighbor or whatever that's doing something to your child or something like that. I don't know. I do feel like if you're thinking about going back to an old school that they were at, or if you were thinking about going back to an old neighborhood that you were at, that's a good idea. Okay. I do feel like there is a lot of fear in doing this for some reason. I don't know. I'm hearing bad parent. You're not going to be looked at as a bad parent. Why? They might say certain things, right? They might be like, "Oh, like, maybe you're pulling them out in the middle of the school year or whatever." So what? I went to four different high schools. Every single year I was at a different school. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I graduated. I'm good. Don't worry. Don't worry. They could talk all they want. Okay, it's just by you pulling them out, they're gonna know that they didn't do their damn job. That's what it is. It's probably gonna make them look bad that you're pulling your kid out of that school. Maybe it's a really prestige school. I don't know. Maybe you're fearful because you're like, oh, they're gonna whatever. Man, let them. They're going to. Who gives a fuck? They're just mad because you're showing them to their face. Y'all can't do anything. Y'all don't do anything right. I'ma take care of my child. I'ma do something right. Okay, let them say whatever they want. And if this is a situation where it's like a private school and you have to pull them out, you have to pull them out. Do not wait the rest. I don't care if you have to. Well, then all my money is gonna go to then. If you do not take your child out of the situation just because you don't want to, um, it's like you want to like finish out the term because you paid for it or whatever. You're selfish, and then you would not be being a good parent because that's selfish. You're gonna keep your child in an abuse situation and then think that telling the teacher is gonna do anything. It's not. They're not being abused, but they're like, kids are not being nice. To you, it feels like they're being abused, right? But they're not. They're just being like bullied, or you can't play with us, or look at, whatever. Maybe your kid like has a little teddy bear that they love to walk around with all the time. So, you know, you need to do whatever you have to do for your child to keep your child safe. I don't care if you have to cut the contract short and you're freaking, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at you right now that you would even think about staying the contract because some of you guys are selfish and you would not be a good parent if you allow your child to stay in this situation. Because with believing the impossible in reverse, there is better. Your child doesn't deserve that. And you need to stop being selfish and maybe stop having children if you're not ready to adhere to what happens when you have children. Because sometimes you have to make sacrifices. That is what is being a parent, is it not? So now you have to make a sacrifice for your child and you're not gonna do it because you're greedy and you're selfish and you're inconsiderate and you shouldn't be a damn parent. You should learn how to close your damn legs or keep your shit freaking tucked. That's for those of you guys that are thinking about not doing this, and you're a bozo for that. And I hope that your child, when they get 18, they leave you. For those of you guys that decide to stay here. Others of you that are going to take the risk and freaking save your child from mental stuff in the future, because of course it's not happening to you, so you don't freaking care. Crazy. Those of you guys that are going to do this, okay, Be confident, because they are gonna say certain stuff. But I'm telling you, you are being a good parent by making that sacrifice. And they're only gonna tell you certain things because they are afraid that they don't want you to go and tell people, hey, don't go to Kanika school, don't go to Kachika school, don't go there. Look what they did to my child. Don't. That's what they want. Everything's about an image. Everything's about image. So let them say whatever. Be like, yep, you sure? It's in the middle. You're gonna lose out on all this money. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Where do I sign? Yes, I'm sure. Where do I sign? Okay. All those of you that are gonna fall for it, that's just the universe showing you yourself in the mirror. And what's gonna happen is that this child is going to treat you exactly how you treated them. You don't care about them. You're not going to make sacrifices for them. Okay, when you get 80 years old and you need your child to make sacrifices for you, they won't be anywhere around. Because you're going all too, sweetheart. Did you forget? Did you forget? And the only people that you're gonna have is your children. And how are you going to be when your kid, the same one that you said, nah, you'll be all right, it's going to do the same thing to you. Nah, you'll be all right. Yeah, go ahead, Hawaii. Because y'all think shit is sweet and cute until it happens to you. Like, everything is it's a circle of life. That's why you have to treat kids good. Because you're going to be old. And a child is going to be taking care of you. Someone who once was a child is going to be taking care of you. What is lovers and luck is on your side in reverse? That's for some of y'all that are not going to do it. There's a lot of selfish mother effers out here. A lot of people don't deserve to have children, to be parents. They don't, because of this crap. And that's why I keep saying that the kids are going to freaking suffer, because these freaking families and these parents don't know what the freak they're doing. If you're not ready to deal with the responsibilities that come with a child, you should not be having any. Because anything could happen. And you have to be willing to risk your life. Put your life on the line for that child. Put whatever you got to do. And if you're not willing to do that, then you shouldn't have it. And that's why some of you guys are going to mess up your freaking future for your freaking child. But some of y'all, your child is not going to allow that to happen, because they're going to leave your ass when they turn 18. And you won't ever hear from them. And then you're going to be sitting there freaking one of those bitter ass parents. What is lovers and luck is on your side in reverse? You have soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. Okay. Yeah. I thought the universe is going to provide you with a friendship or whatever. It's not this person. They're going to provide you with the help. I think soulmate is something that comes in temporary. So they're going to replace, like, if your mom is leaving, she was meant to be there temporary anyway. Okay. She's not meant to be in your life forever, because she has negative karma. And she's bringing negative karma into your relationship or into the situation. The universe is going to bring you somebody else to replace her energy, but you have to be patient. No. It's just no. Some of you guys could be replacing your mom with like a friend, right? Maybe you start talking to a friend and you're like, okay, come on, mom. It's not your mom either. Okay, it's somebody else. What is marriage and bring love into the situation? You have past life connections. Someone with a heavy influence from your past life is with you. Yeah, this person that you're married to or committed to, this person is your soul tribe. You guys go through every lifetime together. Okay, and that's what the universe is saying, like, this is fine that, there's hiccups. It's fine that you have to change it. Like, this person is going to choose you no matter what. Like I said, you could be in the middle of the freaking desert. They're going to choose you, Cancies. They choose you every freaking lifetime. We're in 2026. Think about it. In the 1800s, we didn't have the freaking letters or the lights. Man, I don't even know how they proposed back then. It was not how it is now, right? And people still said yes. So relax. You're thinking too much about it. This person literally is not going to say no. Doesn't matter. The only way that they could say no is if you don't ask. Okay? You have release. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Oh, Cancies. Oh, I'm sorry, Cancies. Well, you know what? They didn't deserve you. Okay? They didn't. I feel like you got rejected before. Cancy, I love you, all right? You're amazing and you're great, okay? Ooh, I feel like you did this before, and the other one you didn't go all out, and maybe that's why you think, oh, can't say. No, they didn't reject you because the other one didn't reject you because you didn't go all out. They rejected you because they were damaged. They didn't know what a good thing was when they had it. It was not you. And now that's why this one you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to freaking Dubai and stop. You're gonna mess this up. You need to release the grudge from the last one, okay? Release pent up feelings through healthy activities, okay? Go outside for a damn walk and woosah, okay? That other person was not the one, okay? Oh, Cancy. You're so cute, you know. It wasn't them, all right? It's this one, though, for real. So don't lose hope and do not compare, okay? You were a different person back then. It was a different time. You were in a different situation, okay? We're in 2026 now. You are a completely different person than what you were with that other person, right? A lot of things has happened. A lot of things has changed within you, first and foremost. It's about you. You are the most important character. Don't worry. This is a good choice, okay? Don't freak out. What is child and believe in the impossible in reverse? You have manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things, all right? So, um, yeah, I feel like this new beginning, like I said, it's gonna happen, okay? I feel like you need to, if this hasn't happened for you yet or whatever, you need to go on that trip with positivity. Thoughts become things, okay? So if you're thinking everything's gonna be fine, nothing is gonna be touched, when I come back, everything's gonna be fine, then it is. If you're going over there with a negative intention, then whatever you're thinking about is going to happen. So just think positive. You're protected, okay? Those of you guys that decided to not fuck that, I'm gonna put some cameras up. I'm gonna gossip. I'm gonna stalk. I don't care. Those of you guys that do that, it's gonna get worse for you. I feel like you're gonna be worried about them finding out. You're gonna be worried about if they know. You're gonna be worried about like what if they find out and they do this and they do that? It's going to happen. All of that is going to happen. They're going to find out, and it's going to be worse than what you thought. Mm-hmm. So there's that. And you literally created that. You're literally gonna see your thoughts manifest. Others of you, if this is about your child, okay, you need to be careful with those thoughts. Like I said, if you tell your child, oh, it's okay, you could deal with it for another few months, okay, then you better be able to deal with it for another few months what's coming for your ass too. Karma is a bitch. You know that kids are karmic. Kids are karmic. Depending on how you treat your kids, it's going to determine how your karma is. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. You haven't decided to have a child as you opening another lane of karma. And if you're sitting here not treating your child the way that you would want your parent to treat you, then, like I said, you better prepare. You better prepare for when your child says, you'll be all right, deal with it. You better be okay because that's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. If you decide to stay here, your child, I don't care if your child is 4, their soul is going to remember it, sweetheart. Oh, you best believe. And I'm telling you right now, their soul is going to remember. But go ahead, my love. Do whatever you want, sweetheart. The same way you treat your kids is the same way your kids are going to treat you. And that's on that. You have retreat, time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. Because what you need to do is sit your ass down and reflect on what kind of person you have been to your children and why your life has been turning out the way that it has. Because my life has been shitty ever since I started having children. I guess you're not a great parent. Ooh, confirmation. Did y'all see those lights flickered out? Some of y'all are just bozos. Yeah. And you're going to sit there and realize, damn, yeah, I'm not, damn, yeah, that's why, yeah, woo. Others of you, because you treat your children beautiful and amazing, and you're like, you know what? Let's get out of here, Samantha. Let's retreat. I'm going to protect you. That's what you're going to manifest. Your child is then also going to protect you when you become old and vulnerable and need help and assistance. They're going to do everything that you're doing because you're doing it to them. And you have nothing to worry about. You know, those of you who are good, you know. Those of you guys who are buttholes, you know. You know who you are. And I'm good. And nobody wanna tell nobody. I'll be the one. Because the truth is the truth. Y'all want to run away from the lies and ain't nobody in your family gonna tell you you're a horrible parent. I'll tell you. I'll be the first one to tell you. And maybe for those of you Candies that are good parents, maybe you don't get the recognized enough. You're a great parent. You're willing to make the sacrifices necessary to make sure that your child is safe. And that's why you're a good parent. Don't allow anybody to say anything. You're willing to make the drastic changes necessary. You might cause delays for a little while. It's a little while. Your child's not going to be behind at all. They're going to be fine. I'm hearing Albert Einstein. A lot of your child is smart. Really smart. A lot smarter than what you think. And it's because of all the love and protection that you give to your child. You do whatever it takes for your child, and your child takes that energy and absorbs it into knowledge. Your child could have started talking at an early age. Earlier than most. Maybe walking earlier than most. Others of you, it's the opposite. Some of you guys, your child was still not talking, was having speech problems. Some of y'all, your child was delayed in developing. And that's because of how much of the horrible love that you give them. You know what? I'm done. We're not going to keep talking about this. That's all that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.